Hello everybody, my name is RetroBoy03, and today, to celebrate the holiday season, I'll be showing you how to make two Christmas-themed bat suits from the LEGO Batman movie. So, without further ado, let's get started. First, I'm going to show you how to make the Krampus Bat Suit, which is the Santa-themed bat suit that did appear in the LEGO Batman movie. To start off, of course, we'll need a pair of legs, and there are three distinct options we could choose from. In the movie, Krampus Batman has dual molded legs, with the top half being red and the bottom half being black to represent his black boots, but unfortunately LEGO was never made red and black dual molded legs. So our three options are: we could just use the most common option, which is just plain red minifigure legs, which, while they don't look perfect, again, they're common, and it's very likely that you'll have a pair. They're included with every Santa minifigure LEGO makes. The second option, which gives you the boots, but I think just doesn't look as good, but you could do it, is a pair of red short legs with just two columns of two black 1x1 plates on the bottom to represent boots. I personally don't think it looks that good, but you could definitely use it. And what I'm going to be using here, though, is the third option, which I think definitely looks the best, although if you will, there's a good chance you won't have them, but what I'm going to be using are these legs that appeared for the Plastic Man minifigure from LEGO Batman 3 Beyond Gotham in 2014. If you pre-ordered the game, you got this figure, which had these pretty cool legs, which had red printed on top with black boots. There's a little yellow stripe there, but I can get past that, and then you just take the legs off the black belt they came with and put them on a red belt instead. But yeah, you could use any of these three leg options. However, I'll just be sticking with this main one. Next up, we'll of course need the LEGO Batman movie belt. And next, for our torso, you really could use any of the many LEGO Santa torsos from over the years, because LEGO makes a new one every year for Star Wars, a slightly, unique one, although I believe for the Yoda and Darth Maul, and C-3PO figures, there wasn't much unique about them, so you could just use those for any figure. And while LEGO also did make a new Santa torso for the City Advent Calendar this year, I'll just be using the Series 8 Santa torso, since it's by far the most common. It's come in, Minifig Series 8, a lot of promotional sets, and the LEGO Creator Santa's Workshop from 2014. And, that does mean that Batman now has two belts, but I think that the Batman movie belt is just a really important detail that you don't want to leave out. Anyway, next we'll add on just a black bat cape. You could use either the old papery kind or the new, more fabric-y kind. I just prefer the way the old kind looks. Although if you're going to be playing with this, I would definitely recommend the new kind. Now, for the face, you could really use any LEGO Batman head from the movie, or just from, again, any Batman head. I would definitely recommend one where he's a bit happy, though, since after all it is Christmas. And personally, if I would recommend from the Batman movie lineup the head that appears in a lot of sets, such as the Mr. Freeze Ice Attack and the two Scarecrow sets, and it appears in a lot in some other sets as well, but that's not what I'm going to be using. Instead, I'll be using this head that I think works the best, but it's not very common. It only came in one LEGO movie set back in 2015, but I think it looks pretty good. Batman looks really happy here. And then to finish off the figure, we'll take a black bat cowl and just the standard LEGO Santa hat piece, although in the movie it did have a bat symbol printed on it. And now, he just fell over. Here, let me just spin him. There. Okay, and now to give him accessories. In the movie, Batman had a burnt orange bag, basically the color of this gingerbread man minifigure, but LEGO has never made a bag in that color, so our options are basically nougat or red. I personally think nougat looks a bit better, and I'm not going to keep I'm not going to keep putting his hat back on. I'll just spend the entire video doing that. And then for other accessories, there are a variety of presents you could use to have him with. For example, you could give him a printed tile to represent a Lego set. LEGO's made quite a few of those over the years. Or you could just make some custom presents by just taking a plate, a jumper, and a little stud. And I feel as though those work well in both gold and yellow bows. Or for a bit fancier, you could also just put on the printed 1x1 round tile with the bat symbol on it. And to finish the figure off, if you wanted to, you could just give him a microphone, since in the movie, or at least in the promotional items for the movie, Batman had that a lot. You know, the trailers and stuff. So yeah, that's how to build a Krampus Bat minifigure. And now let's move on to Snow Batman. The other figure I'll be showing you how to build today is Snow Batman, who, unlike Krampus Batman, did not appear in the Batman movie. However, I just really like the design I came up with, and I wanted to share it with you guys. So this is sort of a Batman snowman design, and to start off, we'll be taking a 2x2 plate in white, as well as just one of these dome pieces in white, an R2-D2 head. And then we'll take this Travis brick in white. Then for the front, there are a few options. I know that LEGO has made printed button pieces, both in the Minecraft line for snow golems, and in the Disney Princess line for Olaf. However, I don't have either of those options, so I'll be going with probably the least of those, but it still looks fine in my opinion, just a little black 1x1 round tile, or you could just use a stud. But I think a tile looks a bit better. Then on the back, we'll attach one in white, just fill out the snowy design of the model a bit more. Then, since I feel so a big problem with a lot of LEGO snowmen is that they all have white arms for some reason. This is something that really bothers me. So what we'll be doing is we'll be taking a 3-long rod in brown, and attaching one of these connector pieces to it, and then putting that through the brick as such. So now it has two stick arms, one of which has a clip to hold an accessory. And then, well, I'm going to get a bit ahead of ourselves by just putting on this minifigure head, and basically this can just sort of be a template for any LEGO snowman. I'm going to show you in a minute how to turn it into a bat snowman, but you could also, for example, make it a ninja snowman if you have a Zane figure, or, I mean, if you wanted to, you could also just put a top hat on there and make a regular snowman. But back to Batman. We'll be removing the head since we do need to, of course, have a cape there. I think it looks better just have a normal white cape instead of a normal bat cape, since I feel as though a normal bat cape with the spikes, it looks a bit unrealistic. I mean, this whole thing, like, I don't, like, just a cape in general on a snowman looks a bit dumb, but, like, a bat cape looks really off. Then, next up, we'll be adding on this white bat cowl, which isn't the most common piece, but it did come in a few sets. A Mr. Freeze set back in 2013, and more recently it appeared in the Joker Manor. Although, for both of these details, really, if you wanted to, you could just put the cape and the cowl on in black, so to make it like, oh, they just put these, whoever made the snowman just put these on top of a normal snowman instead of just sculpting them in. Then to finish it off, we'll just add on a batarang, so that is the Snow Batman figure. And that concludes this video. So, thank you all so much for watching, and I will see all of you in the next video. Oh, and have a Merry Christmas.